Hey guys, it's Olivia Grace back with another video for you guys. Today's video is about how the media tries to control you and brainwash you and what to do about it. Alright, so first, before I jump into that topic, I want to talk about vibrations. I talk about this in a few videos, but I just want to go over it quickly before I talk about this so it kind of connects together. When you are vibrating low, in fear, in anger, in sadness, in conflict, it's easy to control you, right? So, like, let's say if somebody comes up to you and says, go rob that bank, and they don't have anything, they're just telling, go rob that bank. And you'd be like, no, I'm not going to do that, Then someone comes up to you, puts a gun to your head and says, go rob that bank. Then you're going to do it, right? Why? Because you're afraid, you're fearful. When you're afraid, even like if you think, I think I talked about this in another video too, a child, when you're trying to get your child to do something, and they're not really listening, they're kind of doing their thing, you threaten them with a belt, threaten them with a punishment, whatever, then they're gonna do it, and fear makes people easy to control, right? And I just want to say now, when on the opposite side of the spectrum, when you're vibrating in love, when you're vibrating in joy and happiness and power and gratitude, you're not easily controlled. You feel in control. When you awaken and feel like a manifester, when you realize I'm creating my reality, nobody's creating but me, you come at life with a completely different mindset and a mind frame, and you're not worried about what's going to happen or what the government's going to do to you or what's going to happen to you, because you're aware that I'm attracting my experience and I have control over what I think and what I feel and what I believe. Therefore, I have control over my reality. Okay. So now, how does the media go about controlling you or brainwashing you? It's very easy. First of all, when you think about the news is always terrible. Everything that's going on in the news is terrible. This country is happening, horrible things are happening here. Children are dying here. Let me tell you how many people died of the coronavirus in the last 30 minutes. This is like the type of stuff that's on the news all the time. It's never anything good on the news. Nothing. There's never anything that's like, whatever, anything that's positive happening in the world. And it's not because nothing positive is happening in the world. Even the angriest, most hateful person in the world has had something good happen to them in their lives, but that's not going to be shown on the news because it doesn't help the agenda of keeping you vibrating low and keeping you vibrating in fear. Even when you think about commercials, radio commercials, TV commercials, it's always like, don't you feel sick? Aren't you feeling a cough? Aren't you feeling depressed? Aren't you feeling something negative, right? Here's my, product that can help that. Here's my solution that costs money to help that. Again, putting illness into you. Who you are, your body, you are well-being. When you get a cut, your body heals itself. Your body is a healing machine. It's a very intelligent machine that we're in, or flesh that we're in. It's very intelligent. It knows what it's doing, and it has the wherewithal within us to heal our bodies and to keep us healthy. But our thoughts are contemplating illness all the time, especially with this new coronavirus. It's always on illness. It's always on, aren't you afraid? Aren't you feeling a little sick? Aren't you, oh my gosh, you coughed, you're probably dying. It's a reason why they want you to feel like that, because it's easy to control. When they tell you, oh, I want to inject you with this mystery thing, you'll be like, okay, sure, because you're afraid, so you'll let them do whatever they want to do to you. Even something that maybe you wouldn't do if you weren't afraid, you will let them do because you are afraid, and you'll do it consensually so that they're not infringing on your rights. They'll get you to be so afraid and such a puppet that they can tell you to do anything, and make you feel like that's the right thing to do. Yes, so this is what the media does. If you just pay attention, I stopped watching the news years ago, and it's done wonders for my vibration. It's done wonders for me. I don't live in fear. I don't live in looking around the corner, for someone to get me. I don't, live in with hatred in me for people and feel like the world is against me. I don't feel like that because I'm not allowing those type of thoughts into my head. Now, the way to combat this is to brainwash brainwash yourself. Your brain is basically a receptive mechanism. It's always just receiving from your environment. Your eyes are taking in your surroundings. You're listening to the radio, you're taking that into your mind. You're looking at TV, videos, movies, all this other kind of stuff. Your brain is just taking all that in and taking all that in, right? So when you kind of don't do anything about it, guess what? You're at the whim of what everybody else wants, their agenda, right? Which is to keep you vibrating in fear. But when you have your own agenda, which is to vibrate higher, to achieve goals, to be better, to feel better, to have better, to do better, you have to also brainwash yourself with that. You can't listen to a motivational video once or twice and expect yourself to be motivated like for months and months and months. Motivation, success mentalities, all these type of things, it's like a daily vitamin. You got to take it daily, just like you take their stuff daily. That's why people, they say they go into the woods and stay there for like a few months and they come back feeling like a completely new, different person and all this stuff. It's because no one was infringing on their brain. No one was like brainwashing them to think this certain way or to feel frightened or to be worried about their experience. They were able to just kind of go back to what their true essence is, which is of peace and of love. And so in order for us to do that consciously, intentionally, you have to listen to positive things, listen to, read positive books, be around positive people. You can't be around people that are always negative, and be a positive person. You are the sum of the top 5 people that you hang around, so if you're hanging around negative Nancys and pessimistic people that are always just hopeless, that's how you'll become. You have to start hanging around people that are vibrating higher, that are on the same track as you. But you definitely, it's just something that you have to take control of, and not to allow other people to take control of you, not to allow what other people say is true or what they say is reality to become your reality. You are in control of your reality. You're so in control of your reality that you can say, I'm not in control of my reality, someone else is, and they become that. You have to decide that it's going to be you, that you're going to take back control of your reality. All right, guys? So that's really what I have for you. Just keep, if you, not even if you can, don't watch the news. Anything that happens that's so important that I need to know, I find out, but stop watching the news. Stop listening to the radio all day. Stop, watching TV all day with the commercials and stuff, and start to put in positive things that you want. Start to read, guys. It's like, it's a thing, there's so much in books that's not on TV, that's not on the radio. Read, look at positive images, uplift yourself, talk to yourself in a positive way, and just see how much better you feel, and see how much control you have over your mind. All right, you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so much.